Aquarius, how are you? This is Jess from Soul Star Healing and Tarot. Hope everything is great. We will be doing a collective reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You could also watch for your North Node as well as your inner planets, Mercury, Mars, and Venus as well. So I have been, for some reason, super excited to get to your reading as I've been doing air signs this week. And I did Gemini and Libra before you. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to get to Aquarius reading. So I don't know what that means, but there's been like a very noticeable anticipation to do your reading. Also, I think I said this to you guys last month, but my son is very Aquarian. So I'm like Mother of Dragons. I'm Mother of Aquarian here. He's Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Neptune, and then he has a couple of the minor aspects or planets, asteroids in Aquarius as well. I think it's Vesta, and it might be his Eris is also in Aquarius, but he's definitely living in that Aquarian vibe for sure. So these are the female archangel cards. These are the female and male archangels, as well as some spiritual messages as well. So let's see what the guiding message of your reading is today. Who is guiding this reading for Aquarius spirit? One card, please. Oh, well, this is very interesting. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Archaea Harmony, bring in music. I'm newer on YouTube, so a lot of you haven't heard, a lot of my readings as of yet. But I mention often how it is for air signs that sound healing music is so influential. I don't know an air sign in my life that is not obsessed with music. And to bring that to even a further point, my son, this Aquarian son of mine, is in music school, and he's majoring in music business and minoring in sound technology. And he makes music. Music is his life. It is really an aspect, and I think it has to do with the obviously being air signs and the sound frequency that goes, through the air that vibrates at certain frequencies really resonates with you guys. So there might be something for all of you about doing some sound healing or using music as a way to motivate you. As we know, music really does inspire a lot of emotion and feeling. So I love that for you. I'm just going to read the angel message on this real quick. And the archangel, the male counterpart to Archaea Harmony, is Archangel Raguel. Okay. So the angel message here is sound has a purity to soothe, uplift, and inspire, facilitating meaningful expression and connection. So whatever develops here in this reading, music, sound healing, all of that might be very important to you. Okay. I mean, I think I'm saying it might be. It sounds like it is very important to you and for you if you haven't been doing it. We're going to start with two cards from the Mike Wilcox Tarot and Oracle. I have the major arcanas here and zodiac cards. I also did put in a few of the oracles just to add a little new spice to our readings. Okay, and these will be the strongest energies Spirit would like you to focus on. Spirit, what are the strongest energies you would like for Aquarius to focus on at this time? Two cards, please. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. Okay. So we have you. You're showing up in your own reading, Aquarius. All right. And then we have the Hanged Man. And I'm going to tell you right now, this music suggestion here is extremely aligned to what you do in this Hanged Man position, this timeout. Okay. Spirit is saying if you haven't put yourself in timeout yet, it's time to do it now. Okay. I don't know for all of you, this is a collective reading. This is a Pisces card, and we need to ground our mind. Pisces is a water energy. This card, when this person is putting themselves in this surrender here, generally it implies that there's been a lot of turbulent emotional energy in our head that is overwhelming us and we cannot make sense of it. So, what do? We hang ourselves and we suspend ourselves here to ground those thoughts, right? So we have the North Node in Pisces right now, and the South Node is in Virgo. So this grounding is the opposite energy of Pisces, which is Virgo, grounded, earth energy. When you're in this place of timeout, the purpose is so that you can slow your mind down and see the things that have been causing this whirlpool of emotional thoughts, and really see how you can slow that down so you can pick it apart and perceive it from a different perspective. Okay? The purpose of this is to align you back to your energy. Okay? You're out of alignment with yourself right now, and Spirit is saying, stop, time out, sound healing. Let's get you back to your true version of yourself, which is healed, fully in energetic alignment, able to raise your vibration and bring that wish fulfillment, bring those things into your life that are matching your higher vibration. Okay? So let's see what else Spirit has to say with the cards. But very much like the card is saying here, there's a surrender that needs to take place so we can see things from a new perspective with grounded mind process. Okay? Sound will help you get back to yourself, back to your energy alignment. Okay. We're going to grab 3 cards from the Rainbow Tarot. I do take all of my cards out first, so please bear with me during this process. It only takes a minute. And also, if you haven't watched me before, my readings evolve. So I do recommend staying with the reading, because the more I go through the cards, the more I'm able to channel the messages that Spirit would like you to know. Okay? 3 cards of guidance for our Aquarians here. What would you like Aquarius to know, Spirit? 2 more cards. One more card, please. Okay. Okay. Very not surprised that card showing up first. Now we're going to grab 3 cards from the Light Seer Tarot. Three cards of guidance for Aquarius, please. One more card, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to grab 3 cards from the Flower Child Tarot. Three cards of guidance for Aquarius, please. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. Beautiful. Okay. After I read these cards, I will take 3 cards of advice from Spirit. We'll do a numerology card and 1 oracle from the Work Your Light Oracle. Okay, not surprised this is here, because that Hanged Man process is supposed to initiate something for you here. okay? A big transformation so that you can become more in alignment with your authentic self. And I think what you come to realize in the hangman position is there's parts of you that we need to let go of, okay? Parts of you that have not been serving you, okay? And this death process, it definitely takes some time and patience in stopping. If you fully embody the hanged man energy with this death card, you will be able to see a lot of truth in things that you may not have understood about yourself, the things that have taken place in your life, for better or for worse. Okay? What this allows us to see are the parts of us that are no longer serving us and letting them die. All right? The important thing here to realize, and I'm sure in that hangman energy, you'll realize it whether it's this clear to realize, is that the parts of us that we let go of, if we're processing them as learning experiences and opportunities for growth as are in our transformation, just like when a forest burns to the ground, all of the things that burn become fertilizer for our soil. Okay? And when that forest grows back, it grows back in this beautiful abundance because it's so nutrient rich. Okay? So, a more abundant, beautiful version of you can emerge if you really commit to this death process while you're in that hanged man energy. Pisces and Scorpio, there's a lot here to do with your waters, okay? Your emotions. So be very aware that taking accountability where you need to take accountability, um, understanding where some people really have not been showing you a lot of honesty, integrity, and truth. And, maybe we've been in a little bit of denial about the people around us and the things that have been happening. Really focus on that and be honest with yourself, because the next card here and that star card, Spirit in the universe are really trying to work with you right now to get you to take this step forward into your authentic self. But we got to let things go. There's things that cannot come with us, and we can use them as barriers and weights to hold us down, or we can use them as nutrients for our soil, for our growth and our abundance, and healing ourselves. This is the end of the cycle. Spirit is saying this death card, this hanged man energy, these are really the catalyst to you experiencing this end of the cycle and the new true version of you. Okay? There's going to be some steps along the way, and we'll get to some of those. Okay? And if some of them are a little more difficult than others, that's okay. We all have challenges. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that they're there for us to process and understand and move past. Okay? But huge ending, huge beginning. And this beginning is going to align you with yourself in the truest way, in a very healed version of yourself. So for this ending, Spirit saying one of the things we want you to focus on is your Six of Swords. When is it time to move away? Okay? And how do we decide which memories or beliefs are supposed to come with us? And which ones do we need to leave behind, that we need to burn down here in this forest, okay? And use that memory or experience to fertilize our growth, okay? So there's definitely an opportunity here to move out of turbulence in the waters, okay? And move into calmer, smoother experiences in our waters, all right? Just pack lightly. If you overfill this boat with too many memories and too many self-defeating thoughts and resentment, and those are all heavy energies and they will weigh this boat down. It'll either move extremely slowly for you, or you'll sink it. It won't go anywhere. Okay? Don't pack heavy. Take your positive beliefs and only the memories and experiences, even if they were challenging, that you've been able to transform into growth. All right? Nine of Cups, more available energy to you. This has to do with, okay, having an attitude of gratitude. And these are your cups, these are your emotions. Be grateful for the things that you do have. Be grateful for the love and friendships and family members and your pets and people at work and people in your neighborhood and all of that. That raises your vibration. And if you notice this person here sitting on this bench, they aren't really doing anything, but all of their cups are full. That's their vibration. That's that vibration I was talking about. There's a law of attraction energy that works with that star card. And the reason why the star card is known for wish fulfillment is because the universe is matching this aligned high vibrational energy. And that's exactly what happens here. It's not necessarily in a star energy, a major arcana energy, but this is in our day to day life. So practice an attitude of gratitude as often as you possibly can, and things will start mirroring your energy, and effortlessly, things will start working in your favor. Little wish fulfillments, okay? Daily, weekly, throughout your normal everyday life. Three of Pentacles, Spirit is saying, build your tribe, a solid, grounded tribe that helps you stay on course. All right? These are all the things we want to do on our new cycle. Maybe we haven't done these things before. Spirit is saying this is important. This tribe here, they're all working together, okay? It doesn't look like anybody's really receiving more credit than anyone else, but he's up there possibly being the person who made this, but he made this tapestry with the help of others. What are they helping each other with? We have orange, red, and green. Creativity, our sacral chakra, feminine energy, nurturing each other, okay? They're supporting each other and making each other feel confident enough to share their creation without worrying that they're going to get judgmental criticism about their creation. They're not worried about somebody snapping at someone because they're not working fast enough. They're supporting each other through their creative process, and everybody feels safe. Root chakra, they're all grounding each other. Nobody's making anybody feel that this isn't a safe place for them to work together. They can trust each other. Everybody's fully grounded. It's a beautiful, supportive energy. These two chakras here are very much about building your tribe. Okay? This is the tribe. I don't know if my dog's going to keep barking. I might have to pause this. Heart chakra. They're all supporting each other emotionally as well. Okay? And again, it's all very genuine. This is the kind of people Spirit wants you to have around you. Okay? If they aren't providing this for you, they may be the wrong people, because you should feel safe to love people. All right? Loving people and being genuine from the heart chakra should never have to be a compromise. We all have little compromises to make, but it shouldn't feel wrong. Okay? And you'll know immediately if it's out of alignment with your higher self, because your higher self will give you a nudge to tell you that this interaction is out of alignment with your higher self. Listen to that. That heart chakra is always working with you. And now what do we want to focus on here? Because this is a gift on your journey that Spirit is going to give you. And we know that, right? We have These are normally yods. Yods are active divinity rather. So there's a transformation available here, another one, right, with this death card. Clarity, freedom, victory, okay, integrity, truth, trust, all right? A whole new energy at a very high level, a very high vibration. Pay attention because, again, this being an air card, very in alignment with you. Stay true to yourself at all costs. Nobody should force you to compromise your integrity ever. Stay focused on this Ace of Swords and guard it like it's the most important thing you have, because it is. It's a reflection of you. Seven of Pentacles. We're learning something here. Spirit saying focus on this, especially now that you have this very high vibrational sword. When you are working on relationships or projects or whatever it is that you're working on here, if it's not growing abundantly for you, if it's not producing something for you, if it's not making you feel stable, if it's not making you feel safe and secure, if it's depleting your resources, stop watering the plant. Start new, okay? We want to make sure that when we are, especially with this being Pentacles, planning what we want for the long term, do not invest your energy and resources into things, people, places, things that are not producing fruit for you. Okay? Keep in mind with this, the day we plant the seed is not the day we pick the fruit, right? There's some patience and assessment required for this process. It's a slow process. Plants and take a very long time from a seed to a seedling to be fully in their growth. Okay, so especially as you're growing your new forest with your fertilized soil, okay, because you're using your past traumas and hurts to grow from and fertilize your new growth. Spirit is saying when you're growing your new forest, look and see where you can make some adjustments, because you might need to weed it here and there. Okay. Or you might have some things growing that you don't want to put any more energy into. And it's time to recognize that and put your energy into the things that are producing for you. And here we have Nine of Wands. Okay. Again, going back to our relationships in the past. If your relationships are draining your energy and leaving you feeling wounded, that's it. This person has a wall built around them. They're protecting their energy. Okay? Protect your sword at all costs. Protect your energy at all costs. No more energy vampires around you. No more putting your energy into things that are not producing for you. Okay? Because then you don't have time and energy to put towards things that really help you grow, that you're passionate about, that spark your creativity, that bring you to your highest excitement. Okay, that keep you in that Nine of Cups energy, that bring you to your star energy. Recognize when things around you are leaving you feel battered and bruised and like you have no energy left to put into yourself. You're hanging on by a thread. If they're making you feel that way, out the door. Okay? Spirit is saying this here. Pay attention to situations. Okay? The ones that are more in high vibration here and the ones that are more challenging. All right? Because the goal here is to move you to your Queen of Cups energy and that star energy. All right? Again, your waters. There's just a lot here about your emotional state. All right? And again, you can use music to help you through this process. All right? If you need to set a boundary with someone and you're feeling like you're not sure if you can do it, put on a song that amps you up and get yourself built up in your energy and confidence to do what you need to do. All right? Find your anthem and play it for yourself. Play it for yourself and get yourself into your own truth here. Using that voice for yourself, communication. So here, this is our heart chakra and our third eye chakra. So there's a lot here about when you finally can get yourself over the hump and start this new process for yourself. Your intuition about things you want to release, things you want to move away from on this boat, and things you want to move towards is going to be crystal clear. Okay? You're also going to be very much in alignment with your heart chakra. And you're going to be able to nurture yourself, nurture others. Queens are guides. They're able to in a very soft, nurturing way, guide us in the direction we need to go. This queen is also known as like the counselor and the therapist. And I think a lot of what you're going to be able to do here is through this process, and especially this death and hanged man energy, do a little mothering to your inner child, okay? Nurturing that inner child and allowing yourself to let all of the things that that inner child developed for you as far as coping skills and self-beliefs. I mean, they're ingrained in us. It's very hard to understand that something we developed as a coping skill at 6, 7, 8 years old isn't really who we are because we've been doing it for so long. It seems like part of us, but it's actually something we developed at a very young age to help ourselves in a situation that we didn't know how to deal with. But it doesn't work for us anymore when we become adults. It's actually holding us back. This Queen of Cups can help you mother and love that inner child so you can release some of those things that have been holding you back, okay? Getting you back to your energy, who you truly are, okay? Queen of Cups. Anytime you feel out of alignment, just think about that Queen of Cups and how nurturing she is and how she trusts her intuition. Trust your gut about people in situations. Okay, we're going to get some cards of advice from Spirit, Aquarius. Let's see what Spirit would like to say to you at this point. Okay. What is the advice for Aquarius as they move from this death energy to this Queen of Cups energy? And also keep in mind, the death card is Scorpio, the Queen of Cups is water, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Okay. Oh, and also, I forgot to point this out, and I'm going to do it because it's important. The Queen of Cups is the only person in the court cards of cups that has her cup closed, because her intuition tells her who she should open her cup for and share her emotions with and who she should not. Trust that. Okay. 3 cards of advice for Aquarius, please. Okay. 2 cards of advice for Aquarius, please. Oh, we got 2 there. Okay. All right. Things Spirit wants us to focus on. These are going to be some past behaviors. Again, with the wands, and we have a swords card here. 10 of Wands. This is really about, again, draining your energy so that it interferes with your growth process, and it interferes with your motivation to work towards your goals and have the energy to put into yourself and your growth and doing all of the things that you love to do. Okay? Pay attention. If you feel overwhelmed, take a time out. Ground your mind. Okay? Let yourself reorganize your thoughts and look at things from a less emotional state and a more grounded state. When you feel those things come up, go back to your hangman. Okay, that hangman, you can go into that anytime you need to. It's always there for you to change your perspective and come up with a more logical, grounded solution instead of whirling around in emotional thinking. Okay? Very important, Five of Swords here. So, we want to look back into the past in the way that we've dealt with things and assess where our avoidance of making difficult decisions has continually brought us back to the Three of Swords, causing conflicts with ourselves. These can be aspects of you, this can be our relationships, this avoidance, this denial of knowing that you're going to create a conflict, okay? But you choose the pain anyway because you don't want to make a decision that maybe requires a little bit of this Ace of Swords energy. Okay? Pay attention and don't do that anymore. And don't let people do it to you because this is a big card of gaslighting. Okay? And we will gaslight ourselves if we don't feel we have the courage to get out of a situation we are in. All right? And I am guilty of that. Have I done that? Oh my goodness. All right? So when we have an avoidance energy, it creates conflict with ourselves or it creates conflict with other people, okay? Because we're not saying what we really mean, all right? Or if we are saying it, we're saying it in a defensive way because we don't trust the situation. We don't trust ourselves to have the ability to just say what we need to say without having that angry, upset, confrontational energy behind it. A lot of times, if you look back at confrontations you were in, there was probably 5 or 6 opportunities before you got that upset to say something, but you decided not to. You let that aggravation build and build and build and build until the conflict was the only choice you had left because you couldn't hold it in anymore. You had to get that angry and upset to have the courage to use your voice. No more. Nope. Now we use our swords for victory, for integrity, for transformation. We understand that our actions are connected to the divine. All right? No more of that. Mm-mm-mm. Strength. Again, a lot of the things I'm talking about are exactly what this card is saying. All right? And we know with that infinity symbol here, it's our higher self, our true self talking to us. When we rely on this, it's exactly what I was saying about the inner child. It's exactly what I'm saying about this Five of Swords, resorting to coping skills we developed as children because we didn't have any guidance and we were in situations that were overwhelming and we came up with the best solution we could come up with at 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, whatever it was. They don't work for us anymore as we develop because they're not in alignment with our higher self. And we know that. We know that because we'll feel guilt, we'll feel shame, we'll feel regret. Okay. Those aren't energies we're supposed to sit in. Those are energies of our higher self tapping us on the shoulder saying that wasn't in alignment with you. You want to change the way you're handling these situations because that is resorting to behaviors that don't serve you anymore. All right. The reason why this is called strength is because it takes a lot of courage and strength to look at yourself that deeply and recognize when you're resorting to those conditioned behaviors from especially childhood. Your inner child was trying to help you at the time, but they didn't have the wisdom and the life experience to develop things that were going to serve you as an adult. Okay. They did the best they could at the time. Recognize the infinity symbol. This is a major, major karmic part. It's happening in divine timing, and the time for change is now. Okay. The new you, working with your higher self, being your authentic self. Okay. Okay. Let me grab a divine illumination card and see what the numerology wants to say to you. All right. And I'm sorry if I'm a little preachy. As I said in the beginning, I am mother of Aquarians. Okay. One card, please, Spirit. I want the best for you. One card, please, to guide Aquarius. Okay. Beautiful. 5, 5, 5, 5. Major change, right? Renewal. Your life is entering a phase of expansion and renewal, and it will bring greater alignment on your journey. Shed the shackles that have held you back. If you feel the urge to make a change, trust that it is a sign from the universe guiding you towards the path meant for you. Listen to all of those thoughts that speak to you when you're in situations that are not in alignment with your higher self. We get those feelings. We'll go, oh, like you immediately feel bad, even if it wasn't you, even if you let somebody take advantage of you or didn't step up for yourself. You feel that in some type of shame, guilt, regret. When those feelings come up, that is your higher self saying you're relying on your primal, uh, whatever the behaviors you've developed for yourself. Your higher self is saying, no, no, no. If you have that feeling after an experience, it's telling you you did not step into your higher self. Next time, you know what to do, or confront the situation and bring it back into alignment with you. Okay. Now we're going to grab one card from the Work Your Light Oracle and see what they have to say to you. One card for Aquarius here. I knew your reading was going to be like a big one because literally I was just like, I got to get to Aquarius's reading. I was feeling it all week while I was recording. Okay, one more card, please. One card. They're being picky. That usually means like their spirit's looking for a specific card. One card, please, Spirit. There we go. It's so funny because I looked at this card when I was shuffling and I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen this card before. And it stood out to me. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And who does that but you, Aquarius? All right, let's read this. Let me just find the page here. So funny that card came out because I literally was like looking at it. I stopped while I was shuffling and I looked at it. All right, hold on. Give me a second. We don't have numbers on these cards, and I've got to like go through all of the pages to find the one I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. Be patient with me. I'm coming. I'm coming. There it is. I found it. Okay, it's like the last page of the book. This is the last card in this whole deck. Okay. The Palladians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. Oh, like that is you. That is totally you. You are a soul who has a double mission to grow at soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it or make music or whatever. Your work is divinely guided. All of the souls, Palladian, oh, I'm sorry, of all of the souls, Palladians are the chattiest. Of course, air signs are the chattiest. And so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. Beautiful. You guys are so important. And basically, from reading that and looking through here, I really feel like when you can find your way back to the truest vibration of yourself, you're going to be able to like really connect and help so many people. Okay. It's beautiful energy. All right, Aquarius. I wish you luck on this journey. If this message was helpful for you, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Don't forget to go back to your music. If you are connected to music, sound vibration is really going to help you ground yourself when you need to and boost up your energy when you need to. So use that music, okay? Take care, guys. I'll see you next month.